everyone, welcome back to a new Nablo Tutoring video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about how to solve for systems of equations. So let's get right into it. So for this first example, I am going to be writing, let's say y equals 5 minus 2x and 4x plus 3y is equal to 13. So what we want to do is solve for x and y. So the first step here is to substitute 5 minus 2x for y in this equation. Now we can do that because y is equal to that. So we want to do 4x plus 3 times 5 minus 2y, x equals 13. This will make it easier to solve for x, and yeah, so next step is to solve for the parentheses. So 4x plus 15 minus 6x is equal to 13. Now the next step is to basically simplify the equation. So we want to put the variables together and the regular numbers together. So 4x minus 6x, we want to put them together. And 4x plus negative 6x is negative 2x. And then we want to cancel out the 15, so we want to take it away on both sides. So then we would get 13 minus 15, which is negative 2. And then we want to divide both sides by negative 2 to isolate the variable. And then we get x is equal to 1. So now that we have done that, I am going to be substituting the x over here for 1. So we're going to rewrite this. So y equals 5 minus 2 and then parentheses 1. We can do this because we know that 1 is equal to x, and that'll make it easier to solve for y. So now we just need to solve this, and we get y is equal to 3 because 2 times 1 is 2, 5 minus 2 is 3. Now we have looked at the first example, so now we will be moving on to the second example. So our next example is going to be y equals 3x plus 2 and then y equals 7x minus 6. So unlike the last one, we have two equations that are both equal to y. Now in order to solve for this, we just need to say 3x plus 2 is equal to 7x minus 6. Now we were able to do this because they are both equal to y, which means they have to both be equal to each other. So now what we do, just like the last one, is simplify it. So we can take away, or we can add 6 on both sides to get 3x plus 8 equals 7x. And then we want to take away 3x on both sides, so it'll be 8 is equal to 4x. Then we have to divide both sides by 4 to isolate the variable, and that'll leave us with 2 is equal to x. And now that we know what x is, we can replace x for 2 for any of these two equations, and we will be replacing both just to make sure. So we're putting a line here to separate it. So we get y equals 3 parentheses 2, because 2 is equal to x, and 3x is just saying 3 times x. So 3 times 2 plus 2. From this we get 8 because 3 times 2 is equal to 6, and 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. So we have y equals 8. So now we can also just check it for the other one. So y equals 7 parentheses 2 minus 6. And then we get y equals 14 minus 6, and then y equals 8. Which means that the answer is 2, comma 8. And when I say blank comma 8, this is x and this is y. Now that I have given you 2 examples of how to do it, you will be trying to do it on your own. For the first one, let's say we have x plus 2y is equal to 11, and negative 3x plus y is equal to negative 5. And then for the second one, it's going to be 4x plus 2y is equal to 14. And then 3x minus 5y is equal to negative 22. So go ahead, pause the video and try to solve this on your own, and then unpause the video when you're ready so you can check your answers. Alright, so I assumed you have tried to do it on your own, and if you weren't able to solve it, that is totally fine. So we are going to be starting off with the equation on the left. So I'm going to be erasing this for right now, so we have more room to solve for the first one. So let's get right into it. So, as you can see, right here we have x plus 2y equals 11. So what we want to do here is solve for x. Or not solve for x, but isolate x. So we are going to take away 2y on both sides. So it's going to be x minus, or x equals 11 minus 2y. And now that we know what x is equal to, we can substitute it here. So negative 3 parentheses 11 minus 2y plus y is equal to negative 5. So we want to be solving the parentheses to clear it up a bit. So negative 3 times 11 is negative 33. And then plus negative 3 times negative 2y is 6y. And then plus y again equals negative 5. And then we want to now simplify the equation just like before. So we can add 33 on both sides, which will give us 6y plus y is equal to 28, because negative 5 plus 33 is equal to 28. So now we have 6y plus y, which is just equal to 7y, equals 28. Now we want to isolate the variable, so divide both sides by 7, and we get y is equal to 4. Now that we know what y is equal to, we can substitute it here, so x equals 11 minus 2 parentheses 4, which is just saying 2 times 4. So now we know that negative 2 times 4 is equal to negative 8, and 11 and negative 8 is equal to 3. So that leaves us with the answer 3, comma 4. So that is the answer to the first one, and Now we are going to be moving on to the second one. We are on to the final equation of the video, and that will be 4x plus 2y is equal to 14, and 3x minus 5y is equal to negative 22. Let's start off with the top equation yet again. So what we want to do here is take away 4x on both sides. So then it'll be 2y equals 14 minus 4x. Usually it's easier in most situations to try to solve for the smaller number. So now we are going to be dividing both sides by 2. So 2, 2, and divide by 2. Which will leave us with y is equal to 7 minus 2x. So now we know what y is equal to, so we could substitute 7 minus 2x for y in this equation. So 3x minus 5 parentheses 7 minus 2x is equal to negative 22. So now 3x minus 35 plus 10x is equal to negative 22. Alright, so now we have to simplify both sides. So 3x and 10x is 13x, and if you add 35 to negative 22, you get 13, because you have to cancel out a negative 35 with a plus 35. So 35 plus negative 22 is 13. And then we divide both sides by 13 to isolate the variable. And then we get x is equal to 1. And now we could substitute it for either one of these equations, either this one or this one. And we are going to be doing both again, just to make sure we fully understand and to make sure that it is correct. So 4 parentheses 1, 4 times 1, plus 2y is equal to 14. Now we want to isolate 2y, so we will just do 2y equals 10, because 4 times 1 equals 4. 14 plus negative 4 is 10. Because we have to add negative 4, we have to subtract 4 from both sides to cancel out the 4. So then we get 2y equals 10. Then we isolate the variable, and then we get y is equal to 5. And now we are going to be using this equation. So y equals 7 minus 2 times 1. You can see that y is equal to 5 again, because 2 times 1 equals 2, and 7 minus 2 equals 5, which means our answer is 1, 5 for the final equation. So I hope you guys now understand how to solve for systems of equations, and that is it for this video. Like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.